sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo. Ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob. MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Junior, MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Klaro na to, huwag kang sumuko sa gustong gawin. Isang pangarap, isang tagumpay. Gabay at pag-asa ng bayan. Landas pagbabago, pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero isang halaga. Nagkakaisa, nagmamahalan, nagtutulungan. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo. Ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob. MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to.
Coming to you live from the Divine Light Academy sa Las Piñas. We are still going to be watching a lot of the games here at your Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL Season 3, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. It is still going to be Bulacan and Rizal for the 18 under ang ating makikita ngayon. We're also going to be having Bawan and Palawan moving forward and Taytay kontra sa San Juan as our 6 organizations that we're going to be taking a look at para sa araw na ito. And with that being said, we still have a lot of matchups on our way. My name is Hans Galeria. Together with me is Coach Frederick Francisco, and we are going to be joined by Miss Nicole Lim from courtside. Coach, we've seen a lot of games. We've seen a lot of runs that was made by both of our squads, and now we're going to be moving on.
Well, we've been treated to 2 very hotly contested games, very exciting games. So it's been a treat so far on this Sunday dito sa Junior MPBL.
That is going to be the question on whether or not it will stay the same. It's the 18 under division from the JT Bulacan Taipan going up against the Rizal Switch Fiber These two teams are going to be going head-to-head against each other. And first off, we're going to be taking a look at Bulacan. This is a team that is fresh off a North Division championship and went to the finals just last year. I'm sure that they have something else left in their tank.
Of course, yung winning tradition na yon gives you a big bullseye on your back. And nangyari nga yun in their last game against Taytay. Medyo na-sorpresa sila doon. They shot poorly in that game. Although Taytay didn't shoot too well themselves, pero they shot well enough para ma-surprise itong Bulacan team na to.
They're obviously gonna have to look for something here as to have to redeem themselves para mas lalo silang magkakumpiyansa sa kanilang mga susunod na laro moving forward to the season ahead. Pero ang kanila namang mga kalaban ay ang 18 under division din ng Rizal Switch Fiber that is gonna be having their very first game para sa araw na to, full of very familiar faces.
Mas familiar ka sa kanila being having been under the tutelage of the Arellano coaching staff. Hinawakan na nila itong program ng Rizal Switch Fibers. So yung mga players nila, a lot of experience playing in the bigger leagues para dito sa age group nila.
That is going to be the question on how well they will be able to adjust, considering that this is a high school team that is together for quite some time already.
Yes,
Their chemistry no longer needs a build-up. Pero going up against a team such as Bulacan, raring to go for back-to-back titles for North Division, that's definitely going to be the case na kailangan nating hanapin as we start the game for this 18 under division between Bulacan and Rizal. So with that being said, we're going to be tossing it over to our game announcer.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, junior MPBL fans. Welcome to Divine Light Academy here in Las Piñas City for the continuation of Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL Season 3, ang Liga ng Bawat Batang Pilipino. The third basketball action continues between the 18 under of JT Bulacan Taipan versus the Rizal Switch Fiber. We are live on our official Facebook page and YouTube channel of Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL. Now let us meet the starters. First from the JT Bulacan Taipan. At guard number 5, Jude Lacson. Also guard number 25, Lordy Victoria. At forward number 23, Carmelo Canlapan. Also forward number 27, Yuan Fajardo. Playing center number 10, Kil De La Vega. Head coach Sir John Paul Magbitang. Assisted by Andy Roy Chongson, Rafael Yel Del Foso, Christian Canlapan, John Mar Ponce. Team manager Charles Kimpo. Team owner Joe Vensay. Now let us meet the starters from your Rizal Switch Fiber. At guard number 15, Ezekiel Sagorda. Also guard number 12, Sean Vergara. At forward number 14, Rayjon Larica. Also forward number 13, Angelo Lugo. Playing center number 27, Axel Mendoza. Head coach Sir June Cuevas, assisted by Jesse Magpanaw, Gilbert Neo, Paulo Atihana. Team manager Arel Balahaja. Team owner Glenn Anore. Our games officials for today's match: crew chief Tom Mendoza, umpire 1 Ronaldo Badango, umpire 2 Carlos Sebastian. Junior MPBL Executive Director Sir J.R. Navarro. Junior MPBL Commissioner Sir Kit Picasso. Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL Season 3, ang Liga ng Bawat Batang Pilipino.
You're looking at your Doray team starters. Para sa Rizal, it's Tagorda, Vergara, Ladica, Lugo, and Mendoza. At para naman sa Bulacan, it's Lacson, Victoria, Canlapan, Fajardo, at itong si De La Vega. As we kick things off, our 18 under division para mas lalo nating masimulan ang laban na ito. It's gonna be both of these squads trying to figure something out moving forward. Tip-off is now underway and it's Axel Mendoza getting it para sa Rizal. Figured something out here. Again, just like what I've mentioned a while ago, itong starting 5 ng Arellano, except for Lugo, who is a new face in this Rizal / Arellano lineup. Is gonna be quite interesting kung paano siya gagalaw dito. Both misses to start things off para sa parehas na teams.
Well, early on, naka 1-3-1 zone itong Bulacan.
They're doing it again right now. 2 misses para sa Rizal, but they will keep possession dahil nakatapak ang isa sa mga taga Bulacan doon sa baseline. Baseline inbound, moving forward. Here's Ladica, tossing it over to Vergara. Rizal really playing aggressive, but they can't seem to find their shots.
Well, so far in this game, medyo malamig pa. Let's give the boys some time to adjust.
And there you have it again. Kuha ang 3 para kay Lordy Victoria. Starting things off with a 3-pointer para sa kanila ngayon. Axel Mendoza challenging the defense. Cross court. Papunta kay Lugo. Now there's gonna be Tagorta going left. Vergara for the 3. In and out it goes, but look at Axel Mendoza. That's what you'll expect out of him, yung outstretched arms upon getting that rebound.
Oh, standing head and shoulders above the Bulacan front line there.
That's your Lordy Victoria getting another shot. Also one of the players playing in San Sebastian, so he's kind of familiar with the lineup as well.
Yeah, so having faced them in a high school competition. No? Gusto ko yung demeanor nitong Victoria after hitting that 3-point bucket. No? Act like you've been there before. Yan yung tinuturo mo sa mga bata. Huwag kayo masyadong, para kayong sobrang excited, di ba?
Just like doing his drills on a regular. Mendoza makes both. 3-2 is the score.
2-2-1 press naman ang binaton nitong Rizal.
There you have it.
Yeah, getting that steal.
Ladica gets a steal. Bulacan rolls off. Ladica gets rejected. That time around by Bulacan. What a defensive effort. Galing dito kay Victoria.
That was Axel. Sorry, that was Juan Fajardo getting that.
Oh, that was Juan Fajardo.
Number 27.
But this time it's Mendoza. Another number 27 para sa Rizal. Here they go. 4-3 is the score. Rizal nahanap ng tamang tempo. Lacson leaves it for another 3. That doesn't go in. Another rebound para kay Mendoza. Tagorta to Ladica all the way. Rolls in and out. Masyadong malakas yung bitaw dito ni Mendoza. Double team up on ahead. Vergara retrieves it. Finding Tagorta. Umupo pa sana sa ere, but nothing. Goes the shot.
But Juan Fajardo gobbling up every shot that goes up in the paint para dito sa Rizal.
Here's an opening on 3. Doesn't go in. Look at Fajardo powering through para sa 2.
Very powerful looking player. Itong si Juan Fajardo, a bit undersized. Playing the middle position here. Center position dito sa 1-3-1.
But he still gets the job done anyway. Ladica this time. Doesn't get it. Mendoza, it's been a big man battle to start things off.
They have to do a better job boxing out Mendoza.
All 6 points have been gobbled up so far by Axel Mendoza, and another turnover para sa Bulacan. Mendoza off to a really good start para dito sa Rizal. But you're obviously gonna want to heat up the other players as well, and it depends on how they're gonna go. Lacson intercepting. Nagmamadali na naman ang Bulacan. Who's he gonna find? He tries to look the other way. And unfortunately para kay De La Vega, unable to retrieve that.
That pass was too low. It hit his shin there.
Had the right intention, just not the best execution. Lead stays at 6-5. Cross court to Tagorda. Now a step back jumper is going to be faked as Mendoza called for a 3-second violation. Coach, this is what you've been talking about. Doing a better job in guarding Axel Mendoza.
That was Juan Fajardo stonewalling itong si Axel Mendoza there. Refusing to give an inch. Kaya tawagan ng traveling ba na tinawag ng refs.
You're right about that, Coach. Halfway point. Score stays at 6-5. Fajardo leaves it for Lacson para sa 3. Doesn't get it in, and Tagorta will not be running all throughout. Ladica will try again. And yet again, that's going to be another block. This time coming in from Fajardo once more. Canlapan mid-range. Both teams still looking to heat up in this game. Mendoza, contact. And a foul is called.
That was Juan Fajardo again, absorbing the bump from Axel Mendoza. Doing a great job defensively.
Talk about defense. That's the second time that he's blocked a Rizal player who's planning to do the same thing.
Rim protector itong si Juan Fajardo with his timing and leaping ability.
De La Vega gifts it to Victoria at the right elbow. Looking for opportunities here. A 3 on the way. In and out.
Bulacan's been getting the stops. They just need to be able to convert on the offensive end.
And they've been getting some good looks too. Just can't seem to find the bottom of the basket. As now Victoria is on the run. Leaves it for Lacson.
That was a hard fall there by Victoria. He's holding on to his hip or worse, his tailbone there.
He's obviously taking his time. Quite unfortunate. Especially how he's one of the stable players from this Bulacan roster.
Holding on to his lower back as he's exiting the court to si Victoria. Hope it's nothing serious.
Sideline possession para dito sa Bulacan. It's gonna be Lacson choosing to go left. Finding itong si Fajardo. Naris Laksamana. Off to another player. That's Ladica sidestepping and getting the shot to fall.
That's Ladiga's first points of the game after having his first couple of shots blocked by Juan Fajardo.
Now here's Fajardo is the one holding that basketball. Piñas goes right, and that's the right decision for Rizal.
Good idea to drop off that pass at the last moment as Juan Fajardo was lurking underneath the basket.
It's gonna be another one. Pulong Barret goes right as well, and that counts para sa kanya ngayon. Pulong Barret with the 2.
Good job manufacturing a shot there despite the outstretched arms of Axel Mendoza. Basically had nowhere to go there.
The shot, and that's your pound-for-pound fitness. Foul counted. Shot of the quarter. Pulong Barret was left in the corner. There was little to no room for him to be able to manufacture that shot.
That's why there's this is incredulous look on the face of Axel Mendoza after that foul called against him.
Pulong Barret now converts on the end one. 10-8 is the score. Lamang ng dalawa ang Rizal. And they're looking for something here. Too much extra step para kay Lawrence Pilla sa pagkakataon na yun.
Si Pulong Barret, a much bigger body than Juan Mendoza. Yun yung role na yun sa 1-3-1 yung center is to absorb all the drives. Ang goal ng mga guards is to funnel every penetration to the center.
Now they're gonna go with Laksamana this time. They're gonna have the second try at it. Here's another shot, this time from De La Vega.
Bricks De La Vega there. Now playing the warrior position dun sa 1-3-1 nila.
Tends to look and absorb all contact. Rizal was ready for it, but not with a shot. Nagmamadali na naman itong si Pulong Barret. He looks to go ahead. Power
Wow.
move for the two coast to coast.
Showcasing some handles itong si Pulong Barret despite his heft. Doing his best impersonation of Charles Barkley there, or Zion Williamson for the younger audience.
5 points para kay Simon Pulong Barret. It's been nothing but buckets in the last 3 minutes of this game.
And Axel Mendoza breaking free there, getting another offensive rebound.
This was the last play. Bump, contact, tutok dun sa board, and that is 2 points.
That's a perfect example of a coast-to-coast play. Yung ginawa na yun ni Simon Pulong Barret.
Axel Mendoza will be tested at the line to shoot for 2. He currently has 7 points to lead all scorers para sa larong ito.
Currently perfect from the free throw line. 3 of 3. Itong si Axel.
Take that 404.
Wala pa akong nadjinx ah.
Meron na ako, coach. Isa na eh. Nakaisa na eh.
Crucial. Yun sa'yo, crucial
Yung
pa.
sa akin, crucial eh. Mintis pa parehas. Kaya ikaw na lang siguro pagsasalitain ko, coach, mamaya pag naging crucial to kung sakali. But before everything else, Pulong Barret fishing for a foul, unsuccessful. Nagmamadali na naman ang Rizal. They're trying to go at it. Floater does not work. Here's Adayan for the 3. That's Van Abayan. Para sa 3, some late game surges and another one. Getting at it, Yanga for 3. Does not work. Aurita, bumping bodies. Gets another rebound, 10 seconds remaining. Yanga thought about it. Mid-range jumper is money.
Rizal getting good offense here from Yanga.
And Bulacan not aware of the time. That is going to be the end of the first quarter. Rizal making some late game plays para makuha ang 4 na puntos na kalamangan. First quarter highlights brought about by Chef's Magic. Coach, how were they able to start heating up later on in the first?
Well, they started off hot early because of the effort, due to the efforts of Axel Mendoza with his offensive rebounds and follow-ups. No? Medyo dumikit ng konti yung Bulacan towards the end, pero thanks to the efforts of this guy who just came in, Yanga, nakalamang na naman ng Rizal.
4 na puntos para sa Rizal. We're gonna be back after a short break.
As Rizal Switch Fiber is a school-based team specifically in Arellano Braves, they are excited to start the season again. Also, nabanggit nga nito ni Coach Jun Cuevas na kailangan mag-step up ng mga key players dahil madami daw ang nawala from last season. And aside from conditioning, Coach Jun also remind his players to be prepared mentally and emotionally. Yan muna para sa side ng Rizal. Back to you guys.
Maraming salamat to Miss Nicole Lim. Moving forward into the second quarter, you're still with us dito sa Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL Season 3, Hans Galeria, together with Coach Frederick Francisco. Coach, we're looking at Coach Jun Cuevas and the rest of Rizal Switch Fiber. There's gonna be some other contributions needed, especially dahil yung papasok na 5 ay wala dito, itong si Axel Mendoza.
Oo, pero Rizal has to shoot better dito sa second quarter. Despite this lead, they actually shot lower yung percentage nila than Bulacan, shooting just 25%. So they need to improve on that. The only thing they have going for them is yung rebounding story. 17-9 in favor of Rizal. Kaya doon sila nakakuha ng maraming putbacks courtesy of Axel Mendoza.
And there's been lots of opportunities because of them crashing the glass. We see a lot of fast break opportunities then mula dito sa Rizal. But one thing that I like about what Bulacan is doing is that even though they're quite undersized, they're able to put up a fight on the defensive end of the
Yes,
floor.
actually, they had a lot of defensive stops nung first quarter. They just weren't able to convert on the offensive end. Actually, parang yun yung trend ditong Bulacan teams na napanood natin itong game so far.
With that being said, from tip-off to the final buzzer, every moment counts, and so does every meal. Whether you're celebrating a win or just enjoying the game, Chef's Magic condiments bring the flavor that makes every bite unforgettable. Chef's Magic, make every meal a magic moment.
Yun ang gusto ko sa Chef's Magic. No? Nagko-coach ka lang, biglang meron ka pang freebies.
Yan ang maganda.
Ang mga, ano kaya,
Pwede kaya,
broadcast panel.
pwede kaya tayo yan, Coach.
Pwede nyo naman din kami kunan ng video niyan.
Si Jaime, Coach, kahapon nakuhanan eh.
Talaga?
Nakuhanan siya kahapon.
Tayo kaya kailan?
Feeling ko pag off-broadcast. O kaya pwede kaya pa akong nagsasalita.
Ngayon, pwede ngayon.
Feeling ko, Coach, ikaw eh. Like, ako yung magsasalita, tapos ikaw ikaw ang
next
nandun.
ikaw naman.
Ako naman yung next. Parang pwede. Malalaman natin yun mamaya because we're gonna be configuring things right here. We're gonna be back for the continuation of the second quarter. Nagbabalik ang Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL Season 3. Finally got everything sorted out para sa pagsisimula ng ating second quarter.
Finally, naayos na nila yung ring then. Kudos to the maintenance crew.
That being said, sisimulan naman natin ang laban sa kabilang ring because a foul is gonna be called in favor of Pulong Barit.
Tingin ko tataas na yung mga percentages, shooting percentages ng mga teams.
We're gonna find out if that is gonna be the case. Dahil ang nasisilip natin ngayon ay ang unang attempts nitong si Pulong Barit at the free throw line, if I remember correctly. Oh, he's already made a free throw kanina lamang. So he's gonna be revisiting it again.
Despite that, Miss actually has a nice touch from free throw.
There's a really good form. Plus yung frame niya, he knows how to use it well in certain situations.
Yung build niya reminds me of Chris Porter playing with the Batangas right now in the MPBL. Saka ano rin yun, si Chris Porter also can shoot from the outside, can post up, can dribble the ball.
Definitely. Sin nakita natin siya from before, especially with how strong his build looks like. Unfortunately, Pulong Barit missed on all of his free throws. Those are crucial ones that could have potentially brought them closer. But now they continue. Here's Piñas for another 3. That good-looking shot won't go. Now they try to figure something out.
Yeah, good call by our refs.
The landing came first.
Yes, definitely landed there before making that pass.
So Abayan turns it over.
So 3-quarter courts, 1-2, 1-1. Diamond press by Rizal.
Pulong Barit goes for it. Here's De La Vega looking for an extra teammate. Struggling to get inside the 3-point line. There naman si Pulong Barit is gonna leave it. That was a really acrobatic shot. Even he didn't expect it. Piñas cross court. Abayan 3 on the way, short. Here's Pulong Barit again. He was able to keep things in play and fish a foul.
That's been the strategy of Rizal so far. Every time a Bulacan player gets the rebound, sinaswarm ng dalawang players, making it hard for them to make that outlet pass.
That's the idea, so that they can't set up the plays that they want.
So they can't speed up the game.
Rizal likes their half-court sets, that's for sure. Now here's De La Vega. Top of the key. Going at it for a turnaround jumper that doesn't go in. Mamadali na naman ang Rizal. Piñas goes left. Abayan, patient basketball.
That was a good decision there to throw up that fake before putting up that shot.
Abayan already with 5 points sa laban na ito. Bulacan breaking the press. That's another jumper. But just lacks a bit more power. Anim pa rin ang kalamangan nitong Rizal as they continue and try to extend it. There's another opening and that is a make para kay Piñas.
So far, Rizal scoring on a couple of 3-point buckets.
Definitely right about that. That's another one of those openings that they capitalize on. Here's another floater that works para sa Bulacan.
Victoria scored on a 3-point bucket of his own earlier. Ngayon naman, right-handed floater off the glass.
Right there was a good-looking shot para sa kanila ngayon at para kay Kanlapan. Or should I say Lordy Victoria. And then there it goes again, a continuation of the play. That's a shot that doesn't work para kay Kalachan. Turnaround for Yanga. Another turnover for Bulacan. But Rizal gets it right back in Abayan. Settling with a jumper. Gunaw. 2 big men fighting it through.
That was Prix De La Vega coming up with a loose ball there.
Here comes Lacson.
Slippery spot on the floor.
He was really running that basketball to get to a good point that he wants. But unfortunately, he was fouled during that time.
It was bumped.
Yeah, there was the bump. There was the bump for sure. But we're going to be bumping things off once again and go to our courtside reporter for more info. Here's Nicole Lim.
This is a big challenge para sa Bulacan Taipan because they only had the short preparation for this season at nabanggit rin ni Coach John Paul Magbitang na halos ngayon na lang uli sila nagkita-kita. Kaya sa tingin daw niya ay malaking factor ito, especially hindi pa 100% ang chemistry ng team. Dagdag pa niya na si Francis Lavale won't be able to join on today's game as he is currently sick at nagpapagaling pa. Yan muna para sa side ng Bulacan. Hansen, Coach F.
Maraming salamat, Miss Nicole Lim. So that's an update. Lavalle is not going to be part of the team for now. But there's another 3 na ibinibigay nitong si Sean Vergara.
Actually, that was Sean Vergara. Anak to ni Coach John Vergara, no?
Really has some poise sa kanyang laruan. And he's going to do it again. Not shy in taking those 3s, but here comes Lacson. Little bump. Just a bit more English could have done it.
Masyadong napalalim sa basket doon, kaya kinapos yung shot na yung layup na yan.
Gregorio lights up a 3, shows him how it's done.
And Rizal hitting from outside here in the second quarter, upping their lead to 12 points.
2 3-pointers in this quarter. 27-15 is the score. Another forced shot, but Victoria has it handled.
That was a great defensive stand by Axel Mendoza. Kaya lang even better shot by Victoria with that fade away.
Baba ang lamang nitong Rizal sa 10. Vergara's gonna try again. Masyadong malakas. And now, Canlapan has it. De La Vega turns around and is fouled. What a way to get through the basket para dito kay De La Vega.
Yeah, that was Prix De La Vega with another spin move. Mga favorite niya yun, yung spin move. You see here again, going back to the right. May foul.
And at that time, it was best to use it. Good looking stroke at the free throw line. Gets the first. Makes them both for 5 points in total para kay Prix De La Vega.
Top scoring for his team so far itong si Prix.
Now you have it again. That's another 3. Goes way off to the left. Lacson is on the run again. The speedster. Good defensive stance there. Galing dito sa Rizal. And the call is going to be a kickball violation. The ball stays on this side of the court.
That was a nice defensive stand by Garing, number 5 player for Rizal.
He's been one of the players as well that is going to be making something work para sa kanyang kupunan, as still trying to figure something out here. In addition,
may slippery spot dito sa harapan ng bench ng Bulacan.
yeah, obviously you want to have your players be safe in this kind of situation, especially now that this has been quite of a competition for all of our teams so far. We've seen tight games from the 14 and 16 under nitong Bulacan at Rizal, and we're planning to do the same. And I think that's also going to be the issue now,
Yung jersey niya, no?
which is why we're waiting for a potential call here.
Yeah, because he's not on the lineup, official lineup na sinubmit sa atin.
But apparently, from what we've seen, our officials are tasked and are asked to go over to the other side to figure something out. As both coaches, Coach June Cuevas and Coach John Paul Magbitang, are going to be figuring something out here. I believe that's going to be another warning, Coach F.
Yeah, we're still waiting word from the referee kung ano yung final decision nila here. Although I think from what happened sa previous game natin, medyo lenient pa tayo pagdating sa mga additions. So a technical foul has been announced against the head coach of Rizal.
Which gives an interesting take, considering that, you know, there's been some conversations that happen in between this game. So
And
I think they're trying to figure something out.
Yeah, and they've taken Garing out of the ball game.
So with that being said, I don't think we'll be seeing Garing anytime soon, as Canlapan is going to be going for it. We've already seen him a while ago make his first 2 points of the game. Now he has 3 in total. And now we're officially back to the ball game. There's an attack from the right side. Canlapan leaves it wide open for Victoria. Goes in and out. Lots of chances for Bulacan, coach.
Yes, that was a good setup job there by Canlapan. Kaya lang yun, wala na naman for Bulacan.
There's an opening. Pass to Mendoza inside. He finds his position and lands on the 2.
Good extra pass there from Gian Lampert to Axel Mendoza. Lampert actually already had a shot, no? Decided to pass it off.
Very unselfish there. And Axel Mendoza finding a better position for that shot. He's already at 10 points here para sa kanyang koponan as they lead by 9, 29-20 with less than 2:30 to go. Victoria gets a screen. He's looking for something here. Good extra passing. This time it's Pulong Barit.
Another conversion from inside. Good ball movement. Good passing by the bigs of Bulacan, leading to that wide open shot.
Pulong Barit now with 7. Another opening para kay Vergara, and he's done it again.
And Vergara getting hot here. Dito sa second quarter for Rizal.
Rizal has hit their 3rd long-range bomb in this quarter.
That was Gian Lampert there getting his hand on the ball, but ball stays with Bulacan.
It's definitely what you want to see from all of them. Active hands. Stretching out. It goes again. Lacson lights up a 3. That's good this time.
Great handoff there from Yuan Fajardo, leading to that wide open corner 3 for Rich Lacson.
No, Lacson has been in the game for a while, and it's nice to see that he's contributing on the offensive side of the floor as Lampert is fouled.
It's the second time Gian Lampert has been open in that side of the floor, no?
Take a look at this. A 3-pointer coming in from Sean Vergara. At iiwan naman nila. Kumbaga, bawian lang ang dalawang gwardya before this foul.
Gian Lampert with that conversion from the free throw line, bringing the lead up to 8 points for Rizal.
33-25 with a minute and 2 seconds left in the first half as Lampert converts on both. The big man of today, coach, have been starting to be a bit more mindful of learning about their free throws.
As well, they should be. Actually, hindi lang big men. Dapat lahat ng players. Pero that's one thing about this Bulacan program, no? Maganda yung free throw shooting ng mga players nila.
They've been pretty fundamental, and look at Canlapan.
Winning that foot race against Vergara.
And he didn't give up on that play because Vergara was already slowing down.
Oo nga eh.
Canlapan already has 5 points.
Uy.
That was a bit too strong of a pass galing dito kay Ladica.
Asking Klein Gregory to flare there sa corner instead of cutting to the basket.
So now the lead goes down to 7. This could potentially be the last possession that we have in this quarter. 34-27. There's an opening again. Here's Canlapan. Doesn't get it in. Ooh. But Pulong Barit gets the rebound and a potential putback for 2 free throws.
Pulong Barit has been doing damage inside para dito sa Bulacan, getting those offensive rebounds.
So now with that being said, we still have 10.3 seconds. And Simon Pulong Barit has missed 3 straight free throws in his last visit at the free throw line. But he's about to stop the bleeding here.
Parang na-reverse psychology mo siya doon, ah.
I found the cure, Coach F.
Yung hanapin mo yung mga poor free throw shooters, tapos purihin mo sila.
Yes, because he's missed 1 of 4.
Now he's 2 for 2.
You see? That's how it's gonna be. Pulong Barret now with 9 points to cut the lead down to 5.
Still 10.3 seconds.
Still
sa first half.
a lot of time indeed. We're going to be back for the final play of this quarter. .3 seconds remaining for the final possession of the first half of action. Ladica finds some room here, and that's going to be a foul. And I think that's one of the mortal sins if you're actually playing fouling in like the final possession of play.
Definitely, especially kung medyo masikip. Meron ka na mga shot blocker doon. Pero yun nga, si Juan Fajardo getting called for that foul. Getting a little bit too aggressive.
To be fair, Juan Fajardo has been playing really good defense. It's just that it kind of disrupts your momentum when you play at the last second.
Yes, especially getting called for that foul. Although hindi pa naman siya in foul trouble, it could very well play a factor later on.
So John Ray Ladica missing his first free throw and is going to be called for a free throw violation. So this time, it's Bulacan's turn to call another timeout.
This is the longest 10 seconds I've ever experienced in a basketball game, especially to end the first half, no?
Well, you want to be able to at least do something about it. 3.8 seconds is still a lot of seconds. And also, it's Rizal in the penalty situation already, so...
Hindi, saka nandun din naman yung timeout. Di mo naman pwedeng baunin sa second half yun. So
You're
might as
right.
well. Diba?
You're right.
Try
Might
to
as
get
well
a couple
go
of
for
points out of it.
We're already here anyway. So make the most out of the final timeout that you have for this half. 3.8 seconds. A chance to cut it down to 4 or a single possession. What has Bulacan have in store for the final one? Lacson all the way from the back. There's going to be an opening for Victoria. And I believe that's going to be the end. Diretso yung tutok nitong si Mendoza. Pero doon natin tutuldukan ang first half ng larong ito. 35-29. Second quarter highlights brought to you by Chef's Magic.
Well, Rizal got hot in the third quarter na yun. Pero towards the end, itong Bulacan, thanks to the efforts of yung guard nila, si Canlapan, able to inch closer. At ngayon, it's just a 6-point lead para dito sa Rizal.
It is Bulacan within striking distance, but Rizal still at the driver's seat, 35-29 after 2 quarters. We'll be back for the second half.
You are still watching Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL. Kasama ko ngayon para sa ating halftime interview si Coach JP Magbitang from Bulacan Taipan. Coach, during your previous game, your team was down by almost 20 points. What would be the major adjustments ng team nyo for today's game?
Actually, to be frank, wala talaga kaming adjustment kasi ngayon lang ulit kami nagkita-kita sa team. Ngayon lang, wala na kaming practices kasi yung mga bata na yan, natulungan na ng Junior MPBL makarating sa NCAA.
Coach, meron po ba kayong gustong batiin na pasalamatan?
Unang-una, siyempre, nagpapasalamat po ako kay Senator Manny Pacquiao sa napakagandang liga. At gayon din po sa aming mga boss, kaya sa team owner po namin, kay Sir Joe Bentay, Toda Action Party List, lahat ng Bulakenyo na walang sawang sumusuporta sa JT Bulacan Taipan, ang Living Angels Christian Academy, kay Ma'am Jazz, kay Ma'am Joy, kay Mr. King, Kabayan Hotel. Maraming salamat po.
Once again, thank you, Coach JP, and more junior MPBL action after this short break. Back to you, the panel.
Maraming salamat, Miss Nicole Lim, together with, of course, one of the coaches coming in from JT Bulacan Taipan. They trail by 6, 29-35 kontra sa Rizal Switch Fiber. Looking at the stats right now, and based on the conversation that they've had kanina, he was frank about it. They were really more on the adjusting side. But considering that they're only down by 6 is a solid statement with how Bulacan has been doing.
Yeah, especially on the defensive end, no, maganda yung performance nila. Just need to shoot better. Ito kita natin. Field goal percentage, slightly ahead lang ang Bulacan. Surprisingly, okay? Pero yung malaking story dito is the rebounding nitong Rizal. They're ahead by 14, which allows them to have more second chance points, 13-7. At saka bench points, yung isang malaking factor din behind the efforts of Vergara with those a couple of 3-point shots in the second quarter. Bench points picture 16-6 in favor of Rizal.
And I think from one of the approaches na ginagawa dito ng Bulacan, most of their attempts, if I remember correctly, are from the three-pointers because of how big most of the players are galing dito sa Rizal. And now it's time for our fan of the game. We've spotted someone in the crowd who's been cheering non-stop, full of energy and bringing all the good vibes here in this game. And you know what they say, the coolest fans deserve the coolest iced tea. Congratulations to our fan of the game. You're getting a refreshing treat from True Tea Iced Tea, a no sugar added iced tea. Stay cool with True Tea Iced Tea, the goodness of iced tea without the sugar. It is your Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL Season 3 still. Hans Galeria, Coach Frederick Francisco, and of course Nicole Lim on our court side. Rizal leading by 6, but they're off to a miss, and now it's Bulacan's turn to probably do something about it.
Sideline pick and roll action here. Good roll, pero behind yung pasa. Hitting the foot of bagong big doon ay pinasok ng Bulacan.
Yep, that's Zyron Gonzalez that hasn't seen action in the first 2 quarters. But his size is very evident in this one. Vergara lights up again. That's three-pointer number 3 para kay Vergara.
Vergara officially getting hot for Rizal.
There's a stop. Another shot. Papawi naman ang Bulacan, courtesy of Laksamana.
First basket of the ball game for Laksamana.
Balikan ng baskets ng dalawang mga teams na ito. Here's Vergara again. And he's gonna get fouled.
Trying to expand his offensive horizons there with that penetration. Vergara.
This was his shot right there. Nakuha niya, and of course, being a very expressive player, I think he drives off his will and charisma of just, you know, playing. There are a lot of players like that.
Oh, ikaw ba ganun ka?
I'm pretty quiet. I shoot and go down.
Wala kang mga trash talk, yung mga hand gestures, gano'n.
Parang I should consider that.
Mala Jamorant.
I should consider. Huwag naman yung Jamorant, coach. Jamorant is a different beast. Vergara has this. De La Vega lights it up. That doesn't go. Another outlet pass. Patungo kay Ladica. Soft touch is good.
Good leak out there by Ladica and good find there for, how was that, number 16 player. That's Lawrence Piñas.
Unti-unting umaangat ang kanilang kalamangan ngayon. Zyron Gonzalez misses on that one-handed hook. Now here's Mendoza. And everything's going in on the line para sa Rizal.
Showing a little bit of range. Kanina nung first half, puro mga point blank yung makes niya. Ngayon, medyo sa free throw line jumper yung pinakita nitong Axel Mendoza.
Now here's Victoria, straight up three. He gets the friendly bounce.
That's 2 3-point baskets for Victoria so far. That's Charles.
There it goes again, Lorde Victoria getting it through para sa kanyang kupunan. As of this moment, he tried to attack, stop up. Not gonna work, but he gets his own rebound. Iiwan kay Gonzalez.
Good job there by Jade Indaya, not quitting on the play, getting the offensive rebound and feeding his big man inside.
You know, some of the players na parte ng 5 ng Bulacan ngayon hasn't seen action in that first 2 quarters. So, they're definitely looking at potential ways to get back in this game. But Piñas gets another 2.
Trying to give chance to others, itong coaching staff ng Bulacan. Giving Rizal a different look.
So now Victoria trying to size up the defense. He goes at it. Really tough call. And now Rizal is on the run. Piñas leaves it for Ladica. Good Pinoy step, everything but the English. They fight through. It's Bulacan's turn now. Victoria, iiwan kay Gonzalez. Smothered for a bit. Now they try to fight through Indaya. Just 10 seconds remaining on the shot clock. De La Vega is aware of it. Tosses it over to the other side. Leaves it for Zyron Gonzalez. That's ball movement.
Right place at the right time for Zyron Gonzalez. His man left him para tumulong sa corner kay Laksamana, leaving him wide open. Good pass there by Laksamana.
Down, the lead goes to 7 points. Hanap na naman ng tempo dito. Piñas this time takes a shot. And he gets another friendly roll. You're right about that, coach. I don't know if it's just this rim was fixed, but both of the teams are starting to get their percentages up.
Dami rin mga shooters bounce na nagaganap sa larong to.
Piñas again. 4 straight points.
Back-to-back hit. Saka Piñas has been playing good defense so far for Rizal.
That time, Victoria again.
At sabi nga natin, great offense always trumps good defense. Victoria with another 3-point basket over Piñas.
He already has 13 points in this game. Definitely showing what he can do in this fight. Mendoza. I know, pass patungo sana kay Lampert. Victoria all alone. He still gets it to the other side. That's a floater not working. Para kay Laksamana. And Axel Mendoza says, let's slow things down. Lots of running happening for both teams.
Oh, a good job here by Vergara, slowing things down, trying to be more methodical.
Then there's another opening. Ladica. That time, friendly bounce is not on his favor.
Probably got distracted by his teammate.
Ooh, what a pass! Coming in from Indaya. Patungo kay Gonzalez. Even I was faked.
Oh, good wheels and good hands for the big man there. Able to catch that pass in traffic as we see here. No, hindi pala. Fake lang. Ayan.
Pound for pound fitness. Foul counted shot of the quarter. Even I was looking on the left side.
Oh, good look away there.
And just like that, it's down to 6 points. Ang kalamangan nitong Rizal.
Magandang bunot sa bench to. Ito si Zyron Gonzalez for Bulacan dito sa second half.
Gonzalez misses on that one, but Pulong Barret keeps it alive. Not for long. Coach, naka-jinx ka na.
Oo nga eh. Sabihin ko nga sana eh. Na 1-0 ako dun eh.
Aurita continues. They get it over to Tagorda. A lot of cross-court passing. Para sa kanila ngayon.
Trying to break that zone.
And there, here's Tagorda. What a fake!
Too bad. Stepped on the sideline. Baseline there.
There was an idea.
That's a good move. Yun lang Tumapak siya sa line.
Like, let's say the court was a little bigger. it wouldn't have happened. Now is Canlapan tossing it over to Laksamana. Lacson, bagong paso.
Oh!
Major impact immediately.
Oo nga, mukhang favorite niya yung mga corner threes. Talking about Rich Lacson. Kanina, he made one earlier, no? Pero sa left side.
Lefty sniper on the way. Laksamana had a hand on it. Now Tagorda lights it up. Doesn't go in. Gonzalez, or should I say that's Pulong Barit, called for a foul because his arm was extending while he was getting that rebound.
Called warding off Quint Aurita that time. Itong si Simon Pulongbarit.
We're looking at another three-pointer from Rich Lacson. Tutok na tutok eh. Here's another opening. Aurita, mid-range. That's good.
Textbook one dribble pull-up. Quint Aurita.
Those are things you learn from drills. And that's why you take your drills seriously, guys. 51-46. 5 is the lead. Now Lacson thought about it. Everybody's jumping.
Oh!
But they still have it. Samana short on that power. Now Rita gets it to Zeke. Ladika lights it up. Short on that attempt.
Knew it was short the moment it left his hand.
Looked good. Canlapan slowing it down now. It's a pretty tight contest between these two teams.
Calling for horns action here si Canlapan. Diretso ng Stags.
There's another three.
That was
It
a
doesn't go in.
Good execution there. Laksamana just needs to hit his outside shots.
It's been that story para dito kay Laksamana. He's gonna go back to the bench. There were lots of good attempts coming from him, just either rolling off the basket or something else. But now, we're gonna hear more from our courtside reporter, Nicole Lim.
During their huddle, key player Axel Mendoza stepped up for their team as he mentioned that ugaliing makiramdam daw kung kanino ipapasa. He also mentioned that trusting your teammate is a big impact on court. Hansen coach.
Maraming salamat kay Nicole Lim. From what we've seen kanina lamang, it was Gian Gunaw that got the 2 points. He was talking about Axel Mendoza. Hopefully we see more of him later on. Victoria now. Gets it to Lacson. Leaves it para kay Punong Barit. That's a foul of FC1.
Powering his way inside against the much bigger Gian Gunaw.
And for a team that hasn't seen each other in a while, yung amuya nila has been something that, you know, has been working for them in this game.
That was definitely, Bulacan's got a lot of talented players, no? We're talking about Bulacan, no?
Yes, yes, we
They've
are.
got a lot of talented players on this team. It's a matter of them gelling. You got, I like this guy. One of their guards, number 23, si Carmelo Canlapan. Been doing a good job facilitating and looking for his open shooters. Ito namang si Lacson is a hard-nosed guard who can hit from three. So they've got tools here, in this team.
In addition, there's Pulong Barit already with 11 points.
Oh.
20 seconds remaining. 7-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Vergara's not gonna wait for it any longer. Aurita doesn't go in. There's another rebound. And Gunaw goes to the line. Let's look at the offensive rebounds. We've seen at the halftime stats, they've doubled it 28-14. I wonder how it's looking right now.
The rebound picture, 36-22 in favor of Rizal.
The advantage stays at 14 still.
Yes. Tagal mag-compute.
Yeah, it took me a while.
Ako hindi pa tapos eh.
We got it figured out, coach. And it's also Gunaw getting it through. Here's Lacson, midi. That's money.
And the mid-range game is back, baby.
You better believe it. Lacson is doing it from the corner. We have a tight ball game on our hands. Third quarter highlights brought to you by Chef's Magic. It has been Bulacan's quarter. In this one, they have fought their way inside.
Yeah, but just a point. They're ahead by just a point in this quarter, 19-18. But still, they've done a good job here scoring in this quarter behind the efforts of their bigs. No, ang daming nila nakuha offensive rebounds. Tapos yung mga guards nila na able to hit from outside, like si Lacson. Diba? So they've done a good job here. And only time will tell if they can continue with that momentum heading to the fourth quarter.
Final quarter when we return. From tip-off to the final buzzer, every moment counts and so does every meal. Whether you're celebrating a win or just enjoying the game, Chef's Magic Condiments brings the flavor that makes every bite unforgettable. Chef's Magic, make every meal a magic moment. Fourth quarter, now in display para sa inyong Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL Season 3. Hans Gileria, Coach Frederick Francisco, and Nicole Lim at courtside. And this is a very tight ball game para sa ating parehas na teams. Back and forth affair in terms of runs too.
Shooting percentages ng bawat koponan natin medyo dikit lang, ano? Although Bulacan has made more threes so far in this game, 7 out of 22, 5 out of 18 for Rizal. Rebounding pick story talaga yung telling factor here.
Speaking of threes, that was Kint Aurita not being able to get that three off. More bodies trying to get to that ball. Bulacan struggling to get something going in this first few seconds of the last quarter. Now they're looking to do something about it. Here's Tagorda. Now Axel Mendoza. It's been pretty quiet in the second half. And Lacson right there, just like a catcher in baseball. Moving inside, squeezing himself in.
Squeezing is right in the tightest of spaces, no? Itong si Rich Lacson.
There was a little to no window in that time that he was supposed to make that layup happen, and now he has 10. 2 points separating these two teams. Mendoza going up against Lacson. Now there's 3 seconds remaining. There's Tagorda fighting through, and that's going to be a 24-second violation. What a defensive effort from Bulacan.
Yes, sabi mo nga, no? As we see here, that last drive of Rich Lacson, finishing with the inside hand there.
You know, as someone who's definitely been fast, it's kind of like so difficult to stop when you're going so fast, but Lacson has been doing it pretty well. Chance to tie or take the lead para sa Bulacan. Now they plan to go. Moving forward, Lacson, 3 seconds remaining. Ken Fajardo finds something.
Oh, should have taken that shot.
Just a matter of being a bit aware of your time. As the turnover was brought right back, balikan ng defensive efforts naman ng dalawang teams.
Naubusan ng time si Fajardo ron kasi medyo matagal yung bola kay Rich Lacson in that play, trying to set up their play.
2 minutes have passed by. And from what we've seen, it has only been 2 points that have scored by both teams so far sa Bulacan pa yan galing. Tagorda to Mendoza. The big man passing into each other, and it's Aurita at the end.
Aurita has had a great second half, good second half rather for Rizal. Not great yet. Scored on a couple of occasions.
There's going to be another one, and a foul is called. Coach, I'm sorry if I have to point this out, but the myth again.
Oh, that's on Kent Aurita. So hindi na good. Average na.
Average na.
Dahil doon sa foul na yun ni Kent Aurita.
Bumababa yung stats, Coach.
Parang yung sa NBA 2K, bumababa yung ano mo, yung grade mo.
Bumababa yung teammate grade.
Bad foul, excessive calling for the ball.
From B siguro, B minus na lang. But B is still good. Now here's Lacson. That's his spot. He only has a few seconds.
Again, poor shot clock awareness from the point guard. At palagi si Juan Fajardo yung natatapat.
At sa kanya lagi natatapat yung turnovers.
Yes.
I hope it doesn't count in the stats like that, but hey.
I think that's a team stat.
Yeah, that's a team stat. Has to be. Now they're going for it. Mendoza. Turnaround fader is not going to work.
Nice last-ditch stab there by Kent Aurita.
He's been their glue guy.
Yes, does the dirty work for them. In between game niya. Fills up nicely in between Mendoza and yung mga shooters nila. Ooh, look away.
Aurita again. Right on cue. Everything but the shot though.
Dapat di masyadong pinupuri ito si Aurita. Biglang nagmi-miss.
Now here's Victoria. Size up three. Doesn't go in. There's another opening. And that time Fajardo. If you have Aurita on the other side, it's Fajardo on this one.
Yes, great read there by Fajardo. Tracking down that offensive board. Giving up 2 pump fakes bago siya tumira.
Fajardo lines it up for 2.
Surprisingly, just 2 points in this ball game. Make that 3 with that free throw.
I honestly felt like he's done more than just,
but
you know, like I thought he has more points.
And blocks. Walang naka-register na block sa kanya sa stat natin. But diba, he's already had 2 or 3.
He's already had 2 or 3. You're right. You're right.
Talk to Michael Abalos about it.
We need to contest that. 3 points separating these two teams. There's another opening. Ladica almost losing possession of the basketball. 5 seconds remaining. Ladica straight up jumper. Does not go. Takbuhan na naman ang Bulacan. But they only have 3 players on this side. Now it's all even. Victoria slows it down. They're looking for a way to get inside. Victoria 3. Doesn't go in. He's trying to heat up in this moment.
Yeah, he's missed his last 2 3-point attempts. No? Talking about Charles Victoria.
He's hit 3 3-pointers sa labang ito so far. And there it is, Mendoza.
Inside my head, I was saying, shoot it. Because I wanted to see his range. Good job there by Axel Mendoza.
Well, I am not sure if that was telekinesis, that he figured out that you wanted him to shoot it, because he did. And now they lead by 5, 58-53.
Coach JP really put the pressure on Charles Victoria as he's one of the scorer of their team, at dahil na rin siya ang pinakakuya ng kanilang team, and as per Victoria, he's trying to bounce back para matulungan makabawi ang kanilang team during their loss on their previous game. Back to you guys.
Maraming salamat, Miss Nicole Lim. Lordy Victoria so far has 13 points, and 9 of those have come from beyond the arc. No wonder he's been trying to test that for some time now. But here's Aurita all the way for 2.
Getting the steal and the finish for Aurita. He's had a good fourth quarter so far.
Aurita now has 6. And Mendoza with the disruption. Para ma-set up nila ang kanilang depensa dito sa Rizal. Now it's going to be Fajardo. Pounded by the defense again. Victoria looking for some room and space. And he gets it in. Victoria is 15. They're obviously going to try to look for something here. Here's Mendoza. Kontra kay Victoria now. Another pull-up jumper. It's not going to work, pero sa kanila pa rin. Tagorda slows it down. Vergara can shoot it. He takes the shot, quite difficult. Canlapan gets it. Canlapan lines it up.
And the Bayan got a piece of that ball from behind.
Lacson only has 7 seconds to work with. Hanap ng tamang tempo, nabitawan yung bola. Vergara's running again. Now it's Aurita facing the defense and going all the way.
Fast break conversions from Rizal doing damage to Bulacan.
He goes back up to 7 with 3 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Now there's going to be Pulong Barit fighting through. Axel Mendoza had enough defense to be able to do something. Tagorda leaves it for Aurita.
Good job getting the attention of Yuan Fajardo there. Then dropping off to his big. Don't know what Yuan Fajardo was trying to do there. Pass the ball to the referee.
5 points already para sa kanila ngayon. Victoria kicks it out. Canlapan with another pass. That's their sniper from the corner.
Nice solid play there from Canlapan with the end. One more to Lacson in the corner for the 3. That's the third 3-point bucket for Lacson in this game.
They're gonna need more of that, obviously. Dito sa laban natin ngayon, it's 6 points separating these two teams. Aurita sizing up Pulong Barit. But Pulong Barit got the better of him. Now here's Lacson. Victoria has been assigned as the main ball handler. He's gonna try to toss it to Pulong Barit. But there was a smother moving forward. What a defensive stop from Aurita.
Not only did he get the stop, he got the ball and elicited the foul from Simon Pulong Barit. Yeah, played the passing lanes well there.
That was Mendoza with a touch. And the steal was completed by Aurita, who goes back to the bench. Lampert goes inside. Now they're gonna figure something out. Axel Mendoza, may buelo. Iiwan kay Lampert. Can't get it in. Fajardo is looking for some extra help. He decides to take it down on his own. Quite dangerous is the pass there. Canlapan retrieves it. And now you have Pulong Barit. Found as of the moment. Coach F, we are up for another tight ball game in our hands.
Oh, still anybody's ball game here with 2 minutes and 2 seconds remaining. Who's going to make that last push between these two teams?
Obviously, that's the question at hand. They're going to have to find a way to get in here. Last 2 minutes now underway. And Victoria, unfortunately, didn't even graze the rim on that shot.
Forced that one a bit for Victoria. Still a 6-point lead here. Yeah, it's amazing that Bulacan is just 6 points behind considering yung laki ng offensive rebound disparity nila. No?
My goodness. Some ankles were broken during that time. I don't know if you saw the bench, coach, but they were going crazy on that Zeke Tagorda attempt. But I don't know what we're gonna be looking for here. It might be the last possession na meron tayo sa ngayon. I mean, just take a look at this, coach.
Ooh.
That's a highlight reel if I've seen one, but unfortunately it led to, you know, a pass kind of like smothered for a bit.
Medyo natapat na pantay yung paa ni Rich Lacson doon eh. Kaya napaupo siya. See there? Ayun.
I was kind of surprised with like the way it went from right to left.
Kaya you don't want to ever cross your feet on defense or else mapapahiya ka talaga. Like what happened in that situation.
But you love to see some of the spirit here mula sa kupunan ng JT Bulacan Taipan. They were telling Rich Lacson to keep his head up because they still have a game to play, and simply motivating him is enough. Now they continue. Out of bounds. Patungo dito kay Tagorda. Now here's Tagorda. Some room, stepping back.
Oh.
Leaving it for Mendoza. Good defensive position. Galing dito kay Victoria, and another difficult pass. Now it's Mendoza.
Gian Lampert got a hand on that pass.
Oh, they're gonna slow it down.
Good decision here by Rizal switch fiber. Kill some time off the clock.
Tagorda plans to continue. He's gonna try to size up the defense again. Iiwan na naman, but that unfortunately goes to the other side. A backcourt violation para sa Rizal.
Credit Juan Fajardo there for moving his feet, not letting Tagorda get to the basket.
Being one of their best defenders, itong si Juan Fajardo, you can obviously expect that he's going to be giving it all out 100% on defense, but can they hang on? From tip-off to the final buzzer, every moment counts, and so does every meal. Whether you're celebrating a win or just enjoying the game, Chef's Magic Condiments brings the flavor that makes every bite unforgettable. Chef's Magic make every meal a magic moment. Rizal still up by 6 kontra dito sa Bulacan. But Bulacan has an opportunity to cut the lead down right here. The question is, can they do it? Pulong Barit. All the way gets rejected by Mendoza.
Critical block there for Axel Mendoza. That'll probably seal the deal for Rizal. They can hold on for this possession.
And maybe get an extra bucket if they can. 10 seconds on their clock. Here's Vergara all the way.
Ooh.
Rolling in and out. Now Bulacan kind of have the numbers. They leave it for Lacson, who gets the 2.
Still out of time.
Still.
Costly miss there by Vergara.
You're right about that, coach. That would have iced the cake. But instead, the Bulacan still taking some slices out of it. Obviously, still not over just yet. This could potentially be a inbound foul immediately for Bulacan, right?
Exactly. There's still enough time for a couple of possessions here. 2 or 3 probably.
The idea is for you to potentially put your shooters in. I'm expecting more of Victoria, Lacson, even Laksamana. Could come in handy para sa kanilang kupunan.
Nobody on the Bulacan side into serious foul trouble as of yet.
So they can still play 100% defense.
So good ploy here by Rizal, opting to inbound the length of the court for a full shot clock.
Rizal is going to have to find a way here. Vergara has been hounded. There's almost a successful take. But Canlapan unable to find it in. He knows about it too. The ball was already in front of him, coach.
But Axel Mendoza asking Ladiga, he should have taken the shot now all the way. But Ladiga made a solid play there, pulling the ball back, not risking it.
Now they have Mendoza. Here's Tagorda. No fouls are being called just yet. Here it is. Foul's going to be called against Lacson, just like what you said, coach. None of them are in foul trouble yet.
Just his first. They're a long way from a penalty. Still 2 fouls.
Now that's going to be the issue.
It's going to take a lot of time here on the clock.
Here's Ladica, another foul. Obviously, you'd want to be in the penalty situation if you're Bulacan, but they've played valiant defense with no fouls being called, so now they're gonna have to. Another one, this time from Axel Mendoza.
That was Charles Victoria committing the foul there on Mendoza. This is his second foul.
And from what we can see in terms of this, I think Axel Mendoza has been doing pretty well from the free throw line.
Yes, he's, what's his percentage? He's shot, perfect from the line, 4 out of 4.
So can you say that he's the worst player to put here if you're...
Well, based on his performance this game, probably. Unless he misses his free throw.
I'm not even gonna talk, coach. Depending on how it goes. Let's see. Was that a combination of us?
No, that was just you.
Wow.
May disclaimer out.
But on a serious note, that was crucial.
That still gives life to Bulacan.
It still does. Mendoza makes 1 out of 2.
But whether he makes it or not, it's still a 2-possession game.
Yes,
so,
it is.
So may time pa for Bulacan.
Axel Mendoza has been performing pretty well in this game.
You just need to get a quick score here.
15 points already para dito kay Axel Mendoza. Is he already in double-double?
Yeah, he's got 12 rebounds already to go along with 3 steals and a block. So,
pretty solid stat line. Meanwhile, para dito naman sa Bulacan, obviously you'd want to extend this as much as you can. Quick 2, quick 3, whatever it is, as long as it's quick, then play defense on the other hand.
Bulacan, I'm looking for a quick score inside, but this 2-3 zone is going to make that difficult for them.
Yes, it will. Gonna be expecting more outside takes mula dito sa Arellano, or should I say sa Rizal. We're gonna have to find something here. That's an opening from the corner. Not gonna work that time. And Aurita. How poetic is it that it's the glue guy who got that rebound to potentially finish this off.
Chance to add to his stat line here. That was a good shot there. Yeah, the wide open shot, just missed it.
He had some room, I believe, para dito kay Victoria.
Quinto Rita, stat line niya, okay din. He has 10 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, 1 block.
Make that 11.
Make that 11. First free throws niya of the game. So 100% din siya. Still 100% for Aurita.
You're not even jinxing, coach. That was pretty strong. And so is Rizal's switch fiber as they kept JT Bulacan Taipan within striking distance as they get their first win of the season in your 18 under division. The final score of this game, Rizal Switch Fiber 67, JT Bulacan Taipan 60. Just an all-out effort being showcased by all of the members of Rizal Switch Fiber. Next man up mentality, all-around scoring, and also those offensive rebounds have been working for them so well.
Tama ka dun. All-around effort here by Rizal. Pero syempre, they can do it without a solid anchor. And that solid anchor is Axel Mendoza inside. Had 12 rebounds, 6 offensive, 6 defensive.
I want to know more about Axel Mendoza dahil kasama siya ngayon ng ating courtside reporter na si Miss Nicole Lim.
You're still watching Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL at kasama ko ngayon ng ating player of the game from Rizal Switch Fiber. We have Axel Mendoza with his double-double performance. Axel, as a player, ano yung naging adjustments mo na sa tingin mo nakatulong sa'yo to step up?
Siguro sinabihan ako ng mga coaches na wag mo na pumokus sa offense. Siguro unahin mo na yung defense tsaka para makuha namin yung win na to.
Axel, meron ka bang gustong batiin o pasalamatan?
Salamat sa Rizal Switch Fiber, salamat sa coach ng Arellano Braves at shoutout sa papa ko at mama ko at sa stepmom ko. Yun lang.
Once again, congratulations to our player of the game. And of course, pasalamat rin tayo to Don Benitos for providing a sumptuous Filipino delicacy to our player of the game. Don Benitos, ang pambansang kasabay. And of course, let's take a look to our Chef's Magic defensive player of the game. We have Kint Aurita from Rizal Switch Fiber. Back to you guys.
Maraming salamat, Miss Nicole Lim, together with their best player of the game, that's Axel Mendoza. And you're also going to be looking at the Chef's Magic defensive player of the game, none other than Kit Aurita. Coach F, I'll be giving the floor to you on this one.
Oh, ganda rin ang stat line itong si Kint Aurita. Diba, nabanggit natin. Double digits of scoring, 12 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, and 1 block.
Just an amazing performance galing kay Mendoza and Aurita as Rizal gets their first win. But now, we're gonna be moving forward to another 18 under division between Bawan and Palawan para sa ating susunod na laban ngayong araw. In behalf of Nicole Lim and Coach Frederick Francisco, my name is Hans Galeria at magbabalik ang inyong Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL Season 3.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior MPBL para sa'yo, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, klaro na to, huwag kang sumuko sa gustong gawin. Isang pangarap, isang tagumpay, yeah. Gabay at pag-asa ng bayan, landas pagbabago, pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba